you say the notorious British press. You know, except for Gary, I think Gary took quite a lot of flack with Robbie's ascension. You know, Gary was kicked a few times, you know, back in the day. But on the whole, take that, we were always supported by our media, by British media, and they've embraced us again, you know, which is lovely. Full support, really. You know, we did a tour last year, spring 2006, and it was so well reported in the press. You know what I mean? It was like the media were our fans almost, in a way, you know. But you know, you're always expecting, or you're always keeping half an eye open, because you know that it could be taken away from, you know, they could suddenly turn favour and take the rug from underneath your feet.
Me personally, I don't really read the newspapers so much, the newspapers. But yeah, I'm sure they have said things about Robbie, like they said about Gary in the early days. You know, just the way they work, isn't it? I didn't think so at the time, the split. You know, I think I took it harder than everybody else, but in looking back, it was the best time to finish on top, and I think it's. I don't think I'm not so sure if we would have come back as strong as we have done. If we would have carried on, maybe we might have failed. If we would have carried on a few more years, who knows?
Yeah, with the benefit of hindsight, Robbie was, for me, was a hero. You know, I don't fully agree with the way he went about his exit from Take That, and he gave us all a slagging off in different ways, and I didn't like that, you know, because you don't like to be slagged off in the press. But my personal feelings aside, what Robbie was doing was rebelling against a regime that wasn't a healthy regime, you know, and he was raging against the management and the way we were being managed, and the way we were being regarded, and the way we were being treated. I thought it was very insightful of Rob, and very brave and very heroic, and he was the youngest member of the band, and he had the insight to see through it. So in many ways, you know, Robbie was my hero, really, when I think about how brave he was. But there is another side to the story, you know, like there's another part of me that's, you know, well, I said before, the way Robbie went about it, like, it was a bit, the way he sort of slagged us off and stuff, he was a bit of a loose cannon, and maybe that was to do with because he was young, you know, and you know, he hadn't learned how to vent his frustration properly. He just wanted to slag us all off, you know what I mean? That was a very long-winded answer, but yeah, I think you got my point, didn't you?